Hi, my name is Jane. I am a data visualization designer. I am based in Toronto, and today I'm going to do a fun video celebrating 1,000 followers on Twitter. So I have asked my followers about what's the best way to celebrate something like this, and I sort of suggested as a joke geeking over my Canadian coin collection. And a lot of people took it seriously. So here I am. I'm going to make a really fun video talking about my coin collection, and I hope you enjoy the ride. Let's get started. So I've been collecting coins since I was 5 years old. I was very young, and it's a hobby I've kept up ever since. So it's been over 20 years of doing something like this. And when I was young, I would look through my mom's wallet. I scour for change. I scour for these quarters. Most of the quarters are the ones that get special treatment. And when as I've grown up, I started looking through my own change, and sometimes I get my friends to help me as well. Sometimes my mom would come to me saying, "Hey, have you gotten this coin yet?" And it's actually really nice to be able to have that sort of support, but also have the interaction with people around me as well. I always thought this was something that everyone else did until I realized I was just that kid that collects these coins. So I had a lot of fun doing it, and whenever I look through my change, it's always a nice discovery to discover something to add to my collection. So all the coins I collect are from coins you would find in your change. So these are called coins that are part of circulation. I don't purchase any of the coins I own. I only get them organically. So I can give you a quick rundown of a Canadian currency in case you have never used them before. So in general, there are 5 types of coins that are in circulation. We have, so this is 5 cents, which is called a nickel. This is a dime. This is 10 cents. This is a quarter. It's 25 cents. This is a dollar, which is also known as a loonie. This is a toonie, which is $2. So you notice that the front of these coins all feature Queen Elizabeth II. So these ones would have been released probably in the 70s or late 80s. And then these would have been from the 2000s, later 2000s. So you see that the evolution of her portrait has changed, right? So I did a lot of research about coins for this video just to give more context. I consider myself very much an amateur collector. I don't know a lot about manufacturing process or the history of the coins or how they came about. I sort of just have a general idea of what they're representing or sort of the collection they're part of. But I learned that the front of the coin or the head is called obverse, which is O-B-V-E-R-S-E. And if you look at the back of the coin, it's called the reverse. So most of the coins on the reverse feature things related to nature. So on the 5 cents, it's a beaver. 10 cents, it's a ship called Blue Nose, which was a very, very widely celebrated ship from Nova Scotia. This is a caribou. This is a loon. So this is why it's called the loonie, which is for the dollar. And this is a polar bear, but it's called a toonie because I guess it's like 2 loonies, so toonies. Fun story about toonies. When I was really young growing up, KFC, Kentucky Fried Chicken, used to always have these deals on Tuesdays called Toonie Tuesdays. And they would sell 2 pieces of chicken and some fries. So smart marketing there for Canadians. So I'm going to show you my most, I guess, valuable and favorite coin in my entire collection. And the collection I'm about to show you, I'm going to go through, it's really just maybe like around 10% of what I actually have, but I'm trying to show you a wide variety of coins and give you a little bit of history about the kind of coins that are released. So this is the first one, and it's a toonie, $2. And what's special about this coin is that it's the first coin released in the world that glows in the dark and is part of circulation. And this was released in 2017. So I tried my best to capture it glowing in the dark. And what glows in the dark is this part, which is Northern Lights. So this coin also has a non-colorized version. And this was part of a larger set, which is celebrating the 150th anniversary of Confederation. So all of these coins have a specific theme around them. So for this one, the theme was Our Wonders, which was looking at the Northern Lights. This one, the loonie is looking at our achievements. For example, this one was looking at Hope for a Green Future. what I really like about this coin, which is the nickel, is that it features indigenous influenced. It features indigenous art style. It was actually created by someone of Algonquian heritage, and I really think a lot of the coins. I'm not showing it here, but there's actually quite a few coins that has indigenous influences. So it's quite common more lately that I'll see that a lot of the coins released would have a non-colorized version and one that does have a colorized version. So same thing with the quarters here. It would have a non-colorized and a colorized version. And I really like that. It adds a little bit more variety as you're collecting the coins. So this is another first for Canadian coin history. Is this is the first coin that was released which has color for circulation. So you would find this in your change, right? This was released in 2004, and it's actually rubbed off significantly. So the middle of this coin features a poppy, which was to commemorate the end of the First World War, which was for Remembrance Day, which was November 11th. So this coin, once again, it has that one colorized version, one that isn't, right? This was released as part of the Vancouver 2010 Winter Olympics coin set. And there's about more than 10 coins in that whole set. And this one looks at top biggest moments in Winter Olympics for Canadians. And this moment was specifically from the 2002 men's hockey at Salt Lake City, where they won gold. So this is, I believe this is the full collection I have of Winter 2010 Olympics. I think I have all of them. I might be missing one or two, but there's quite a lot. And each coin, so these are all quarters. These ones are quarters, and each of them features a specific winter sport. This one holds a really special place in my heart. I think like if you look at the poppy compared to this one, it's changed so much, and you can see so much texture and layer and detail in this one. Once again, they have one that's colored and one that isn't. What's special about this, and if you can really see it through the image, is it has frosted accents. This is called a high quality proof. And what they do is they strike it multiple times to allow more detail to show through. And so this was released in 2015, and it was to commemorate the 50th anniversary of the Canadian flag. And so this around the flag, there's 50 children surrounding the flag. So this was released last year, 2020, and it was to commemorate the 75th anniversary of the end of the Second World War. It is in reference to an older design on a nickel, which is the V symbol, which is in reference to Winston Churchill's famous V sign. And so this one, over the years, a lot of the colors have become more vibrant. For circulation pieces specifically. So this one, it's completely different what they've been releasing in the past. Like previous to this one, there was a huge amount of change. Usually red was used more often, as you see in the poppy and the flag. But more recently, I've noticed they've been using more colors. And so, quick story about this. I was very lucky that I was able to even get this coin. Because of the pandemic, it's really hard to use cash. And it's also really hard to go out to use cash. I actually got, I think, 2 or 3 of these as change. Really lucky. I was in a restaurant eating. At the time, restaurants were still open. And I just got 3 of these in the change. And I was really, really happy. I think this was the only one I scored last year. There's a couple more that came out that was for circulation. But this was the only one I was able to get. So these are other toonies that I really, really liked. They stood out to me, and they're all related to war, to commemorating soldiers and veterans. So let's go through them. So this one was to commemorate the 100th anniversary of Armistice of 1918, which is the end of the First World War. This one commemorates the 75th anniversary of D-Day, which is the Battle of Normandy in France. So this was released in 2019. It honors 14,000 Canadians among the 150,000 Allied troops that landed on June 6, 1944. So a lot of I noticed that a lot of the toonies usually have more emphasis, maybe because it's worth more too, but there tends to be more emphasis and also more detail to it. So far, up until last year, there hasn't been a single loonie, or the $1 coin, that has color on it. But last year I think they released 2 coins. They have really, really beautiful designs. And I'm just too sad I couldn't get my hands on them, but there's increasingly more and more variety. I think also maybe they want to attract more younger collectors, which makes sense in the sense of adding more people to be interested in this sort of activity. So that's my collection. I didn't go through all my coins. I only went through a small fraction of it. I hope you learned a lot about Canadian history and Canadian currency, and also a little bit about my hobby. I guess it's like a strange hobby, not everyone does, but I love collecting coins. I'm still gonna keep doing it as long as I can, when I do have the opportunity to use cash as well. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed that. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.